Hey there, everybody, and welcome to the Rapscat, Episode 2, Volume 1, The Quickening. Everybody's here.
Part 3.
All the warriors are here.
The Quickening.
Let's talk about some fun stuff. How did New Year's go for everybody?
Went good. I hung out with these two chumps.
Yeah, I hang out with the two douchebags. I don't know what the problem was. I remember drinking champagne and crapping myself later that night, and that was my New Year's. Eric?
Do
Do you plead the fifth?
Fifth?
Fifth.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, before we get going with this podcast,
Which we already have, but go on.
I'd like to ask a serious question. We can all take a moment away from the silliness, away from the shenanigans, and just have a moment to keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
In all seriousness, if you could have 3 superpowers, what would they be and why?
Invisibility and then super visibility. And then, no. Let's see. Probably flight, because flight is hype as hell, despite all the logical problems with it. Invisibility, because you can rob banks. And only that. Look.
Okay,
right.
okay, you got one more. Go on.
I gotta think about this one. It's between one of two things, and that's the ability to heal, to not be immortal necessarily, but just to heal. Like, you'd still age, but you'd heal from wounds. Or the ability to never have to, like, either sleep. No, you want to be able to sleep. Or get rid of waste. Because think about it. If you never poop or pee, think of all the time you would save and all the trouble you'd save yourself. Like, if everything you ate was just turned into pure energy.
If you're flying... Like,
no,
okay,
I said I'm not thinking about the logistics of flying.
What I'm saying is, if you're flying, can't you just whip it out and pee while you're flying? Who cares what you're going to pee on? They don't know who you are.
But what about
what kind of
pooping?
superhero is that?
You either get it all over yourself, or you
kill somebody.
No.
Or a bird or a
if
plane
you
or something.
velocity.
Yeah.
But if you Superman fly, yes. But if you, like, in a fetal position, fly,
It's
like your ass is the
you
propeller.
just hover around very slowly. So.
You're just slowly going by and someone's videotaping it and you just drop it out. You know what's funny about... I've heard this criticism lobby against any movies where a superhero flies. You notice they'll fly and then something will happen and they'll fly harder. How do they do that? Like, they just seem to concentrate harder. They're like, "Argh!" Like, what muscles are they using to fly harder?
They're a Kegel.
Yeah, it's... Yeah.
All right, so there's pushing air.
It's like
out of their
how a
genitals to fly.
snake moves, but it's on the inside. They're using their...
So, Eric, what are your 3?
All right, so anyone who's seen the Hunger Games knows that about PETA's ability of camouflage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to have that as a superpower.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd like to be able to phase shift through walls and shit. And then I'd like to
Draw
be able to
banks,
see
right?
through objects. So basically, I could sneak in people's rooms, camouflage myself, and watch them naked. And that's all I care about.
Really? That's what you guys are going with?
Yeah.
So not to rob banks?
Yeah.
Damn it.
I use my
Am I
powers
the-
for good.
Am I the only one who wants to rob?
No, I'm totally with you. However...
The good of voyeurism.
See,
Yes.
I'm on the same page as you, Andy. I'm just a prettier font, because rather than carrying all the money and doing it all myself, my first power would be mind control. Therefore, I can have other people rob the bank for me, and I don't gotta lift a finger. So if they get busted or
It
something
seems
goes wrong,
ineffective, though. Like, because you tell them, like, rob this bank, and then someone be like, hey, why is Tom robbing the bank? He's acting kind of weird and zombie-like. He's just walking right into the bank and stealing all the fucking money. You know? And then Tom gets shot up by a police, and now Tom's dead, and you're like, oh, that was a bust. Oh, well.
And hey, I think y'all got me misunderstood here. I'm checking these people for diseases and cancer and stuff. They wouldn't, they wouldn't let me do that. I mean, you see, like, cavity searches and stuff, how well those go down.
The question is, Eric, can you see everything?
I can see everything.
And they're bending over.
I can see everything.
I get the feeling I should know this reference.
You really shouldn't. You would if you watched Extras, son.
No, that's
There you
why.
go. That's where it's from.
Yep.
But no,
Yeah, what are your superpowers?
Mind control.
Uh-huh.
regeneration, kind of like Wolverine, Lobo.
All right, so
Deadpool,
healing, yeah.
some kind of healing.
Uh-huh.
And Wolverine eventually does get old and die, right?
Yeah.
He just
He
lives-
just grows old really, really, really slowly.
So I'll maybe something like that.
Yeah.
You know, part of the regeneration, and then I don't know, maybe some kind of memory, or like if I see something, I remember it. But then again, I kind of want to have it where I can learn it too.
Well, here's the thing. That could be really bad, because if you see something and remember it and can bring that memory up all the time. I've seen this kind of thing used in science fiction before. I think Mass Effect 3 had the one character who had, like, perfect memory, but it came in, like, flashes. The problem with that is that if you witness something tragic or horrible, that may come to light, and it'll be just as vivid as when it first happened.
Okay.
That's the downside to perfect memory.
Well, if it's a superpower, you'd be able to control it, right? In a sense.
I don't know.
Like flight,
I mean,
if you got the power of flight, doesn't mean you're always flying. You can choose when to fly.
What
Yeah.
about Hulk? Well, I guess he can kind of control it, but it's not.
He's not
No.
really.
He's
it's
not
really
controlling
a
his
superpower.
power.
That's more of a mutation when you think about it.
well,
Wolverine, his claws.
no, well, you can control the claws.
But at first, it was just kind of like a reflex.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
was a kid.
Yeah, but we just talked about how many years it takes for him to become a kid to adult.
Yeah, yeah.
So all I'm saying is you would go through some pretty traumatic experiences before you learned how to control that sort of.
On top of that, if you age really slowly, odds are you're going to witness a lot of horrible crap.
Yes, yes.
This is wasn't that it was something that they focused on either the
Well,
Highlander or something like
clearly-
that, where they had like an
clearly-
immortal who like wanted to die because he's like, all my friends are dead. I've seen such horrible things. I've witnessed like 200 9/11s in my lifetime. Just let me die, God. You know.
Okay, well, clearly that would just train me and make me more of a supervillain.
Yeah, so you do.
So
They called you Mr. Glass. They called you Mr. Tone.
yeah, there we go.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's settled. I'm the bad guy.
All right. All right. I'll
It's like
accept
that.
it.
It's like that Stan Lee's. What the hell is that show called?
Oh, so
there's
you want to
some-
be a superhero?
Yeah, something like
Was
that.
that
When-
it?
you
Something
guys,
like
you guys
that?
ever watch that?
Hell yeah, I
Yeah.
watch it.
You see the episode where they got rid of the one guy, and as he's walking in the alleyway,
Stan-
Stan Lee's like, "You're gonna be the villain," and he's like, "Girl," and I'm like, "Wow, the
That
acting
makes-
is superb."
Stan Lee seems like kind of a traitor then, doesn't he? Because he's training these heroes, and then he's like, "You will be my scion, my disciple, kneel before me." Like, it's kind of weird that he's training the heroes and the villain, isn't it?
He's
Like, doesn't he
being-
seem like a puppet master?
Well, it
Which
shows
actually
he's-
fits Stan Lee.
It shows
Yeah.
he's unbiased.
And it's kind of
Well-
like Ares. He has to continue conflict in order to survive.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got to play both sides out of necessity.
Okay.
Do you think
Huh?
Stan Lee has a god complex? I'll bet he does.
I don't know. He seems pretty done. Yeah, but yeah.
Did you ever read about all the stuff he did with, like, Steve Ditko and all his guys?
I have not. No.
Well, you know, for the longest time, it was like, Stan Lee presents The Amazing Spider-Man. Stan Lee presents The X-Men. Like, he basically what happened is that he took the credit of a whole lot of other guys. And this stuff just started coming to light, like, a couple of years ago. It's pretty bad stuff if you look at it. If you read up on Stan Lee, he was a master of taking credit for stuff he didn't do.
Yeah, but that's like so common for anybody we see as like a visionary today. Chances are they took so much of anything they did from
Yeah,
other people.
but it's not good. Is
Yeah,
what I'm
I'm
saying.
just saying it's not.
It may be common, but it's not
kinda
admirable.
expected. No, it's not admirable.
The worst one is if you read up recently, there was Bob Kane, right? Like, if you notice anything Batman, it'll say like Batman created by Bob Kane. You know,
Yeah.
Bob Kane had almost nothing to do with Batman. It was all this guy named Bill Finger, who you will never hear about unless you read up on it. Bill Finger was like the guy who came up with Batman's like origin, the costume, the Joker,
Wasn't it
all
back
this
in
stuff.
like the 30s or 40s?
Yeah, something like that. But Bill Finger was like the creative voice for Batman for a long time, and Bob Kane was the guy who was like, no, it's all me. You know, and he like legally shut Bill Finger out of getting anything from Batman until Bill Finger died, and then even then he kind of gave a half-hearted apology for the whole thing, from what I recall.
Oops, my bad.
Yeah. So anyway, Bob Kane sucks and Stan Lee kind of sucks. Kinda. Steve Ditko's a lot better. I'll say that much. There you go.
All right. So, speaking of Batman and all this comic book stuff, I got for Christmas from some random freak
Some
Injustice.
douche. Yeah.
I've been playing the shit out of it, and it's making me think a lot about fighting games and what I would want to make if I could make a fighting game.
Like if you had a dream budget, no holds barred, any property, any system, any developer, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Like your dream game, fighting game. All right, what would you do? Tell me about it. Sell it to me.
For some reason, the big thing that came to mind, as a child, all I read was Redwall books. And if nobody's aware of that, it's books where, like, mice fight rats and rabbits fight ferrets and snakes fight owls and stuff.
Everything's
like that.
gone topsy-turvy.
It's
Dogs and cats.
It's fantasy medieval stuff. It's kids shit. But I would love to see a fighting game where a mouse fights a snake, man. Just think about that.
It would be pretty hype. It'd be kind of like a mouse guard then as well.
Yes, but better.
So you kind of want... that's pretty cool.
Some awesome shit.
Yeah.
We just Googled Redwall, got a Redwall, and then we got Redwall book. And some badass mice, man. Look
at
these
they
mice.
murked this rat on this
Look
picture,
at the
man.
description. I love that.
The people hearing can't read the description.
I was
Duh.
about to read- The
It says-
description was the evilest children's
book series of all time. Redwall, the evilest children. So you want the evilest children
Hey,
book series of the
that's
fighting
fine.
game.
It's not as bad as it looks. There's just a lot
No.
of bloody combat, and it
there
was
is.
a cool kind of kids series where characters could actually like die and stuff, and there's some pretty brutal stuff going on, stabbings and murders and stuff like that.
Well, didn't he say he was inspired by his own experiences in World War II? Or
I don't
something
know,
like that?
probably.
Oh.
Huh.
But yeah,
All right, so Redwall
it's
fighting
a great
game.
series, and I think it would be the best fighting game ever. What about you guys?
Now wait, hold on. With the Redwall fighting game, what style? 2D, 3D, Bushido Blade kind of stuff,
Okay,
Soul Calibur.
I don't like 2D art style, but 2D format where you only move across one
So
plane.
like a side scroller.
Yeah, side scroller, but 3D.
Yeah.
If like, I haven't played it, but I love the art style of Killer Instinct,
Mm-hmm.
and it would be cool to see it like that.
So 3D modeling, but 2D playing, basically. And combo centric, non-combo centric. What are you thinking? Dial a combo, build your own combos, less combos,
I
more
think
strong
it should
attacks.
be like,
Or like Deadliest Warrior kind of shit.
I take it all back. It should be just Deadliest Warrior with Redwall.
Just Deadliest Warrior
Just
with mice
Deadliest
and
Warrior
stoats.
with mice and animals and stuff.
Okay.
It would
Nice.
be so great.
All right.
Now, if I said a fighting game where you play it as if you're entering the Matrix, like you literally plug in. Obviously, we'd have to set it up. So
Wait,
that way-
are you talking like some future like equipment?
Oculus Rift stuff.
Yeah, because I'm not talking hardware. Let's not talk hardware. Let's talk just like something you can make right now.
There goes my idea.
I always all hear it.
Yeah. Go on
Well,
with your idea. Let's hear this idea.
Let's say I had access to, I don't know, NASA and MIT, whatever. And it's a device kind of like the Matrix. You lay down this chair, you get plugged in.
Yeah.
There'd be some kind of button or phrase or something that you can do to eject yourself in case you don't want to be in the game no more.
Xbox Live. Go back to real life.
I want to go home.
And yeah, you program yourself in game how you want to look, what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to do like say a military simulation, or you want to do kung fu, or some Hitman stuff, or Grand Theft Auto. I don't know. Basically, put you in a world you can do whatever you want. So basically, the Matrix meets Second Life.
This is sounding less like a fighting game and more like just a thing.
Yeah.
Well, think about it, though. Okay, say you want to do a military combat. You want to do some fucking commando shit.
Some
Okay.
Krav Maga.
You want to tag team with Arnold and save your daughter and blow up some
Arnold Palmer, yeah.
Yes.
Arnold Palmer. Yeah.
Tom Arnold, yes.
Yeah.
You want to team up with Tom Arnold and fight Roseanne? There's a fighting game for you.
That's what you got.
Oh, God.
All 90s TV shows. There you go.
Oh, God.
Beat up Steve Urkel. And then, no.
Urkel versus Alf, yeah.
No. It's
Alf
Urkel versus his alter ego. What was it? There was like Urkel and then Sexy Urkel.
There's
what's his name?
Steve Urkel and Stefan.
See, it'd be like Ken and Ryu, or like
the two guys
Ken
from Contra.
Yeah, Ken and Dan. No, they're kind of opposites though, so it'd be more. It'd be like Soul Bad Guy and that other guy.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. All right, well, it's
okay. Since my idea was so vague, how about I
specific, son?
Like a Muppets fighting game.
Yes.
You know what, Andy? You give your idea, and I'm gonna come back to me with, and I'll come up with something realistic.
All right. Here's what I want. Something in the style of the comic book saga, and that mixes science fiction and fantasy, but done in the style of Bushido Blade, where like it's very hyper realistic. 1 or 2 hits and you can die. You lose a limb, you get hit in the chest with one good stab and you're dead. Something like that, where it's very high stakes, very, very, very precise. And it's done in a mixture of science fiction and fantasy setting. Hopefully something that's pretty original. I'd want it done in 3D on a 3D plane with ring outs and stage hazards. Because I'm a sucker for stage hazards. I fucking love stage hazards. They're the best. And, yeah, I'd say it's about it. My second choice, I'll say this real quick, would be HeroClix. HeroClix did Marvel Clicks, DC HeroClix, and like Aliens vs. Predator stuff. I want to see an indie comic book fighting game done in the style of indie HeroClix, where you can have Hellboy versus Grendel versus Invincible versus the Elephant Men. You know, something like that, where it's all just a bunch of indie things coming together in a 2D plane Marvel vs. Capcom kind of thing. So basically Mugen, I guess. I guess Mugen would be my fighting game choice.
Salty Bet.
Yeah, just everyone go on saltybet.com and waste your lives on there. It's totally worth it. You'll never see daylight again.
Get a healthy gambling obsession. Not really.
All right. I like the idea of a game where it's realistic and how, you know, you can bleed out, you can, you know, stab a wound to the face and you're going to go down.
Mm-hmm.
But I would prefer something more down the lines, which realistic probably wouldn't make sense with this, but like a medieval fantasy, and have it where as you play, you can level up. So like say we're both the same character, I might have leveled up in, like say you get so many stat points per match or whatever, so I might have certain abilities or certain tactics.
So kind of like a fighting game with a progression system similar to like Call of Duty or something.
I'm thinking more down the lines of like League of Legends or
So temporary level ups?
Maybe.
Because League of Legends, it's temporary stuff. I mean, unless you count like the mastery.
Obviously, like if I'm playing the game and I level up a character and then you guys come over to play it, it'd be totally unfair if you guys hop on and, oh look, I got this awesome character that I made, and you guys got to start with nothing. So maybe temporary.
Well, you can have like character temporary level up and then account level up permanent.
Yeah.
But even then, that would give you a disadvantage. But games like League of Legends, you can do that, and of course that.
It's more like an advantage in choices and options instead of actual tangible advantages and of power or whatever.
Well, I mean, although if you do have certain rune masteries that, I mean, they'll give you a boost over someone who has like none, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but you said rune masteries, and they're two different things, man.
Oh, wow, I'm an idiot. I play it's like that thing where they say, like, I'm at that skill level where I know just enough to know that I'm an idiot at it. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at with League of Legends. And I will never get any better, ever. Ever. It's not that I refuse to. I'm at a wall. I play it and I'm just like
Especially when you play
I'm
with
too
people
old to learn
who-
new things.
You play with people who are like, "Oh, I love this game. How long have you been playing it? A week? Really?" And they're like, way beyond your skill level. And you're like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go cry now because I'm old and getting nowhere in life."
That should be the title of this podcast. I'm old and getting nowhere in life. Episode 3
Oh,
of the saga.
well, while y'all are thinking about, your impending dooms and
By your own hands.
yes, your dinosaur status and all that stuff, let's look into the future. And I've been thinking about
Let's look into a terrifying future for Tone and
speaking
myself.
of yes, sci-fi stuff. Because it's the new year and we're getting ever increasingly closer to dystopia or utopia. Nobody knows.
Yeah, it's hard to tell when you're in the middle of it.
I got 2 questions. All right.
Mm.
Of all the sci-fi universes you know, which is your favorite and which would you like to live in and be a part of?
My favorite, clearly, would be Mass Effect because I love their universe so much. It's like the new Star Wars for me because Star Wars broke my heart. Now, would I like to live in it? I don't know. The one that I would say is an ideal because it was basically built to be the ideal would be Star Trek. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here's Mass Effect after the ending of 3.
Well,
Or
depending on which ending you
bef-
pick, though.
Oh shit, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Now, I would say, maybe Mass Effect. Yeah, I'm gonna ruin Mass Effect 3 for everybody. I hope you don't mind.
No.
All right, I'll say. No, wait. I've got Mass Effect 3, the green ending. There you go. There you go.
There you go.
There's a green, a blue, and a red, and the green is clearly the best one. And anyone didn't pick it as a moron.
Yeah, I did red because fuck them.
No, fuck you.
Fuck them. Fuck them all.
I love robots.
Shut up about it.
Hey, that's all I said.
All right, let's get over this. Let's get past this.
All right, let's move on. The damage is
I
done.
think everybody can agree that Star Trek would be a great place to live in because it's like
Now, when you say Star Trek, the universe, are we talking on a planet or on the ship?
No, just the
it's
state
just
of
like-
humanity in Star Trek.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because didn't
What
Gene
is it?
Roddenberry basically say it was meant to be like the ideal for humanity
Yes.
in like a post-scarcity kind of society where you have everyone working together and they're all
Commies.
united.
It's not like commies, what they sound like.
A little bit. A little bit.
All
It's
right.
fine though.
All right.
Oh, but wait. So you said, did you give your ideal and your favorite? Or
Now,
just
I
your ideal?
agreed with Star Trek, but
Mm.
all right, I'm gonna be a bitch right now. Avatar to be an alien would be fabulous.
Yeah, it'd be pretty
That
hype.
place was fucking great.
So that's your personal favorite.
Yes, my personal favorite. That's like which one I would want to live in.
Oh yeah.
But my-
Which is your favorite in terms of most fleshed out and realized that you'd like to see more of?
I would not like to see more of these things, but I just kind of picked like a span of them, which
All
is
right.
all the dystopic 1984 Brave New World and Brazil stuff, because I think that's the most realistic. Because I hate life.
What do you think about the Fallout universe? There's a
Well,
little too
I-
upbeat for you when it comes to dystopias.
Eh,
Because it's a dystopia, but at the same time, there's some kind of neat stuff. And it's not quite as grim as Mad Max or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because Mad Max is grim as shit.
Yes.
Actually, I might have to change my personal favorite to Mad Max.
Ooh.
No, still Mass Effect. Because as much as I love Mad Max, Mass Effect is a little more fleshed out.
Yeah.
But Mad Max has Lord Humongous.
Yes.
Lord
Humongous.
He's the
What the hell?
best. He's the fucking best.
Hmm.
And Blaster Master, even.
Blaster Master. Master Blaster.
Wait,
I don't know which.
it's Master Blaster, right?
Does it
Yeah,
matter?
it's Master Blaster.
I don't know if it matters.
Well, Master is the midget, and Blaster is
But I
the
mean-
large, cognitively impaired fellow.
Yes. He's only a child. No.
Who rules Barta Town?
Master Blaster. So, Tone, what's your favorite?
Oh, man, I don't know.
What-
I've been thinking about it.
Now remember, your favorite in terms of which one like you like the most and then which one you'd want to live in as a person. Because your favorite could be like Terminator or something, where everything kind of sucks and everything's bad. Or like a world where, like Warhammer 40k. Warhammer 40k is an awesome universe, but holy hell, I would never want to live there.
On the other hand, maybe you want to live in a bad universe so you can be a badass.
Yeah, or murdered
Or
instantly.
die.
I think I'm not sure if it was in the podcast or in an episode of Rapscallions Report or just talking, but I think we've pretty well. Yeah, it was last episode of the podcast. We've established Tone and I wouldn't last a minute in this kind of situation.
We would die quite
The
quickly.
skin suit, remember?
Yes, the skin suit.
The skin
Bake
suit.
the flesh. Or
Take the flesh until it gets hard.
Yeah.
Bake the flesh and it gets hard. You know, the Warhammer I think would probably be one of my favorites because there's so much going on and it's bizarre.
Because there's constant war. And you know what I love about Warhammer is the, not exaggeration, but the large scale of everything. And the humanity is always at war. And the Emperor needs like 1,000 souls every day to survive. It's like, there's so much hyperbole in it that it's awesome.
It's pretty outrageous.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think the one I would want to live in, which probably after thinking about it, I might change my mind down the road.
Let me guess. Firefly.
No, actually.
Oh, okay.
Although that is in my top 5. Shadowrun. I like the gritty techno between the role playing game and the video games I've played and the awesome Keanu Reeves movie.
You're talking
Johnny Mnemonic.
I completely forgot that was basically Shadowrun thing.
That's basically what it was. I mean, it wasn't technically.
It's like how Underworld was basically a White Wolf movie to the point where they sued him and White Wolf won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Shadowrun's pretty hype. You know, I got Shadowrun Returns, like I gave to them on Kickstarter, and I have not touched it. And I feel like I don't feel like an asshole, actually. I feel fine about it. I gave them my fucking money. You know. No, what I'm playing lately is I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. And that is a horrific sci-fi universe. Jesus Christ. I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream involves this supercomputer that was built to calculate large-scale war. And it basically killed nearly all life on Earth and kept like 5 humans alive that he's been torturing for 109 years. And all tortures have been, like, specific to them. It's like reading Dante's Inferno, kind of. The game, I haven't read the book, I've just been playing the game, and it's just horrible. Horrible in terms of the torture that this robot puts these humans through, and the sheer hate this robot has for humanity. You want to talk dystopias, man, that's like a nightmare. He does shit like, he constantly keeps each of them on the edge of starvation, but won't let them die. There's one guy who keeps trying to commit suicide, but he won't let him.
How do they stay alive for so long?
The robot is highly advanced and fucking, I don't know, he's like magic.
He's a super robot.
Yeah, he's a super
Here's
robot.
the question. Is it more dystopic because everyone's dead and he's only torturing 5 people, or is it less dystopic because nobody's suffering but only 5 people?
Well, everyone else is dead.
Exactly.
So I think,
but they're not being tortured.
But I think it goes from the population ratio to, like, say there's 100 people alive and 10% of them are being tortured. Therefore, the other 90% are in utopia. But if it was 90-10.
But in here, 100% of the people living are being
So I'm
tortured all the time.
I'm thinking that's like...
Yeah, it's pretty bad. When you put it that way, that's pretty... Oof.
I think that's how they determine utopia versus... would be the population ratio.
You know what else
like
is...
poverty. The 1% or whatever, 99, whatever.
You know what else is a thing with I Have No Mouth and You Must Scream? I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream is that you can get it on goodoldgames.com on sale, right? Let's see if Good Old Games sponsors us after this. They won't, but I can grab it. It's the best. I think it's on sale. Well, by the time we put this podcast out, it won't be on sale. But go on goodoldgames.com and buy it anyway, because it's going to be like $6 or something.
I Have No Mouth.
Just put in I Have No Mouth. There aren't any
right
other
there.
games that start
It's right
off
there.
with I Have No Mouth.
Hey, man.
You know?
Remember that one?
$6 on
Super
Good Old
Nintendo game? I've never even seen like
GOG.com. $6, son.
So when you're in this game, do you play as the people or as the robot? Looks like
Oh, you play as the people. No.
Why would he give me a chance to escape?
If you played as the robot, that'd be a different game entirely. That'd be like those Flash games. Did you ever see those Flash games where you basically just like torture a person? They have them on like Newgrounds and stuff, and all it is like a torture simulator with like a stick figure. It's fucked up, man. Like you have like the stick figure that's like tied up, and everywhere you click, like a piece blows off or something. There's a scream and blood and stuff, and you're like, ah.
You must be pretty sick for playing these games.
I found it on Newgrounds once, and I was like,
and he yells at us
for
Just-
watching people get murdered and
and
tortured.
then you're turning around and actually doing it.
look,
To
just
stick
because I had an
I
erection the
thought
whole
I
time,
knew you, Andy. I thought I knew you.
just because I had a raging erection while I was playing this game, doesn't mean that I enjoyed it. Okay? It was for scientific research.
Of course.
Scientific
Yes.
research
Does-
and business ethics.
Now, if you did do something in the name of science, is it still wrong?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Crap. I mean, no.
Thank you. You proved my point.
Oh, shit. Shit.
How
Oh,
good-
here's a fun thing I found out. You know a movie, a Serbian film?
No.
Get this. All right. That's all right. You know a Serbian film.
Yeah.
They're releasing an uncensored version of a Serbian film.
What is this?
Apparently,
Exactly
the version.
what I wanted.
Can I get an update? What are we talking about?
Newborn porn.
Yeah, that basically sums up a Serbian film.
Okay, then.
It's an uncensored movie from Serbia, if I'm not mistaken.
Ah.
That involves a lot of fucked up shit. And it's
Guy
weird
like-
that there's an uncensored version because in the original version, a man has sex with a newborn baby.
They don't actually show it. I mean, they kind of show it, but they don't.
Well, it's
explicitly
like a
show
rubber
it.
doll. They don't
Yeah.
actually like.
But I mean, they don't show
maybe
penetration or
criminal.
anything like that.
So that makes it totally okay.
In the uncensored
Well,
version,
that's
all
what I'm
you get.
saying. Is the uncensored version that might go that step
47
further.
minutes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Never
The
before
terrible
seen
stuff.
footage.
Oh, what about the scene where the guy fucks the other guy's eyeball out, killing him?
Oh yeah,
They get real penetration there.
Yeah,
The main character's like
okay.
a porn star or something.
Yeah,
That's like held hostage and forced to do something.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't even remember.
Something like that.
It's a weird movie.
It's a Serbian movie.
Those Serbians and their
Those
films. Today on the Racist Cast, those Serbians.
Racist, death-loving people.
Why is it turn so dark again? Why does every podcast turn so dark?
It's a new year. Let's
start out good. Let's start out right.
good.
What's
What
something?
are your hopes for 2014? Hopes.
Now,
Hopes.
I'm going to be cliche.
Hope.
I'm
There's a
gonna
big
be,
poster of your face.
I'm going to be the cliche here.
All right, world peace. We actually are closer to world peace than we've ever been. It's
Good.
true.
It's good. But it's not
Those
on my
North
list.
Koreans killing each other every day.
Well, they keep to themselves, so it's fine.
Well, yeah, my three,
damn
like say, let's do three resolutions.
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 Or things that, we're doing things that we're looking forward to in 2014, right?
Our
Yeah.
hopes for 2014, yeah. Not for ourselves, like for maybe humanity.
Fuck everybody else. I'm worried about myself.
okay.
No, we were trying to be positive, and already it's gone.
It's gone.
Well, maybe one of your hopes could be that I hope for other people.
Maybe my hopes that you'll grow a human heart, and then Tone's heart grew 3 times.
No, but no, I'm gonna be cliche here and say my three would be
A bigger dick, a bigger dick, and also a bigger dick.
okay. We know Andy's
3 dicks for me.
would be losing weight,
All right.
which it got to be healthy. Yeah.
When you're saying cliched resolutions, you weren't joking. You went straight for it.
Saving money / spending more wisely.
Keeping the streak going.
That might be a little
Come on.
cliche. And then
Number 3.
3-hit combo.
3-hit combo. I'm gonna say be more productive.
Mm.
Like I got a
You
keyboard.
win. You win it
You win.
all.
I got a
You
keyboard.
get it.
I'm gonna start practicing on it. I'm gonna start doing some yoga, which I've been doing today and seen some videos on the internets.
You need to get the Diamond Dallas Page yoga.
I'm good. And
No,
then,
I'm serious. There's a video of a guy online who like was like horribly infirmed, and he started doing specifically Diamond Dallas Page yoga in the hopes that he would eventually do a handstand, and he lost shitloads of weight and did a handstand.
Was it the fat guy with the
and then he
long
made
hair?
his booty clap. Yes.
The guy who was the war vet?
Yes. You've seen that video. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
That dude, who they said he couldn't walk unassisted again. Now he's like,
Yeah, he was like using a cane and stuff.
You know,
and then
it's actually
they show him
funny.
like jogging around, dancing the Charleston. You know,
I've actually seen that video today.
there you go. You have no excuse not to illegally download the Diamond Dallas.
Whoa. Rapscallions Report doesn't.
Oh yeah, we don't endorse that.
or endorse.
Yeah, we don't endorse any of that. You have no excuse.
We don't endorse that, but we'll endorse everything else we've said.
Yeah, we'll endorse the Serbian film.
Yeah.
So, what are your three hopes, as you put it?
As Eric put it, well as I also, both put it. It was a joint. Yeah. Things I'm most hoping. Go to Eric first because I gotta think on
I
this.
don't have any.
No, you have no hopes.
I've written down my only hope, and that's anarchy.
Wow, that's the total opposite of what I was hoping for.
And I hope it's a peaceful anarchy, a metaphysical anarchy.
I'm gonna jump ship real quick here. You said peaceful anarchy. There's an actual photo online of these rioters in England who were waiting in line to loot a store. They were taking turns looting a store, and they formed a line.
Huh.
Wow.
What the fuck?
That's pretty interesting.
That's like, they're that polite. Even when they're doing something wrong, they still have
It's like, excuse
order.
me. Just stealing this stereo. Excuse me.
Excuse me. Sorry.
No, if it was Canada, they'd be like, oh, sorry, just leaving the store. Sorry.
Oh, do you want this? Here you go.
See, because the one I was kind of thinking of was that there would be less infighting between politicians and political parties. But
See,
I guess we're on opposite sides. of
No,
that,
see,
but-
because I want that kind of anarchy where people will realize that politicians suck, and everyone involved, and that we, review our priorities as people and become
Yes.
free again.
But it doesn't mean like there has to be the complete downfall of any
I
structure.
think there does.
No,
I think there does.
because the
Maybe not
structure
complete
helps
downfall.
some people. It's
I don't
not,
want to get arrested by the NSA here. Come on.
I don't know. All right, so mine is more for reform. I would like more reform. That's the only thing, and less infighting. I'd like to have a political conversation with some people that didn't make everyone feel bad. You know what I mean? Can I?
You
say
suck.
that
Shut up.
Exactly. That is a serious one though, because in the last year, I've been deathly afraid to talk politics with most people because it just ends in bitterness and everyone. Ugh. And I don't want to even get into it, man. I don't talk politics to anybody anymore because it just becomes so bitter and hateful so quickly, and I just go, and it's not helping any with it. That's my number one hope is that everyone kind of drops a lot of that, and there's some understanding and compassion.
I've noticed
between
you
people.
don't talk anything with people that involves major headlines on
Yeah, there's a reason I avoid that. There's a reason I don't post any of that stuff on Facebook. Believe me, sir.
like anything like Zimmerman,
Nope.
Miley Cyrus,
Well, Miley Cyrus, I don't really have a huge opinion on
the
either
dude
way.
for Duck Dynasty.
Nope.
Uh,
Now, if I really talked my opinions about that, I would guaranteed lose friends. Because I have very strong opinions on that, but it would lose me friends because they would take it the wrong way and people would be offended, and I'd be like, So again, just more understanding would be nice. But beyond that, global hopes for the rest of the year.
what about some personal stuff, man? Like, what do you want to do with your own life?
I'm not talking personal stuff. I'm talking global stuff.
I mean, fuck global. You can't. I mean,
All right. Let's talk.
how are you going to affect global change?
We were talking hopes, not resolutions.
I'm saying, man. Well, I hope to lose more weight.
All right, fine. Let's switch.
I
We'll
hope
switch over to
to be
resolutions.
more productive.
All right, if we're going just resolutions, then my second resolution hope. I'm thinking about learning Japanese again. I think that'd be a good
We
plan.
should learn it together.
What we're doing.
That way we can have conversations about my wife. And she'd be like, what are you guys talking about? And be like, nice.
You may have to drop some of that before you learn Japanese.
Well, obviously that's
Well,
just
all you
gibberish.
need is two things, and that's nane and sugoi. Sugoi. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
That's
And
all you need to know.
you also need.
Oh! And yo. That's the best I've ever done it. Wow. I'm glad we caught that on the mic.
Again.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
We're
It's fine.
accidentally racist.
It's all in good fun. But the number 3 thing, I'd like to volunteer more. That'd be nice. I've been wanting to do that for a long time, but it's hard to do because you have to like find the time. You have to actually get in contact with a group or something. I've never done it before, so I don't know how you even get started.
And certain organizations are really picky on how they do stuff.
Yeah.
I seen a video where these guys, it's going across Facebook and the internet, where these the guy's YouTube channel is something like Smile More, where basically it's two guys and they do stuff for people and just smile more.
All right. Yeah.
And
Fine. Whatever.
they did this
Sounds
thing.
innocuous. Go on.
On Christmas, they set up this massive tree and put all these presents up outside a homeless shelter.
Mm-hmm.
So all these people would get clothes or food, coffee, donuts, whatever.
Coffee donuts. Mm-hmm.
And they contacted this shelter, and they turned them down, saying that they don't know how many people they're going to have. They don't know how many presents they're going to need. Like, basically, it was all this paperwork and red tape.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, screw that, and did it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of what I'm getting at is it's like, you could volunteer, but, like, it seems like when you go to organizations or you go to groups to get stuff done, it seems like you're almost limited if you just said screw it and did it yourself. I'm not saying you always will be or that's always the case. I'm just saying in some cases, maybe rare cases, that might be the situation.
Yeah, I shouldn't even try. You're right.
No, I'm not saying that. If you want to go volunteer, that's more power to you, man. I fully support that. I'm just saying, it just seems, from what I've noticed from different people doing videos and trying to, do good things, there's always someone in some company or some organization where you can't do that because of this or because of this policy or because... And it's like, I thought you were here to help people. Why are you putting all these red flags on everything? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess what I'm getting at isn't really what is kind of slightly unrelated to what you're talking about, but I don't know.
Well, that's my 3.
What the hell?
Am I the only one left?
Yeah, you had 1, right? So you got 2 more.
You had anarchy.
Yeah, you
Alright,
want.
so my number 2 is I want to stand in a river.
That's a good
It's
one.
simple.
That's a
I
good
just
one.
want to stand in a
Yeah.
river.
Like, whoa,
That's good as shit.
hold on. Are we talking like river as in like thigh high?
Like, I don't care. If you can call it a river, I want to stand in it.
What about the ocean?
Because
Have you ever stood in the
river.
ocean? No, you're not impressed with the ocean.
No. Because if you're like, I want to be in an ankle-deep river, that's not a river, that's a stream.
Yeah. I'm thinking at least knee deep, probably closer to like belly button or chest.
All right.
Of course, that deep is probably getting.
So
like,
clearly,
you're
this
not standing.
summer we got to go tubing, and then we'll
Right in the Tittabawassee.
Hell no.
Eric will just be hit by syringes and garbage and use
Three-eyed
condoms
goldfish.
just constantly.
Andy, why are you touching my leg? That's not me. Oh my god!
Eric will come out with like an extra limb,
Look,
just a
look.
baby arm popping out of his forehead.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna reshoot Swamp Thing, and Eric's gonna clearly be Swamp Thing.
The Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
The Swamp Thing.
Which, by the way, ever since they relaunched that, it's been a pretty fucking good comic. But that's completely
Is there
unrelated.
a movie
side.
coming out? Not to.
Yeah, they're rebooting Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
Which, we'll see.
All right. Anyways,
I'm cautiously optimistic.
I don't have a third yet.
Oh, you give them time's running out.
Oh,
Think of something quick. What do you want right now? Right now.
I want to play more Diablo 3.
All right, let's go play more Diablo 3. Let's do it.
we will
All right.
in due time.
You know, no. Okay.
I don't know if you already said it. It's already done.
No.
That's on record.
I want to
I guess
reach
we're not playing
Diamond
Diablo.
Elo in League of Legends.
Oh, good luck on that one, motherfucker.
I can do it.
It's the
I believe
eye
you.
of the tiger. It's the thrill of the
Season
fight.
4 is my season. Or
It's
is it
your-
season 3 now.
This is your time. Your time to shine. All
Yeah.
right. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast today. I think we're gonna wrap it up in a nice little bow for Christmas, even though it's past Christmas. Wrap it
it's
up in a nice
early-
little bow for next Christmas.
It's early for next year, or it could be an Easter present.
Fuck Easter. Back to the negativity.
The New Year is going great.
Yeah, we're off to a great
how
start.
about a birthday present so that way they can get it whenever they have their birthday?
Happy birthday, listener. Play this podcast on your birthday, and it'll be like we're wishing you a happy birthday. Or the last couple minutes of this podcast. Listen to the entire podcast. Like and subscribe to everything we do. Follow us on Twitter. And then we'll wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday!
Woo!
Jerkwad?
You're one step closer to death than you were birth.
Oh, that was a good way to end it. See you guys later. We'll see you on the flip side. Listen for the next podcast, and if you have comments or criticism, hit us up on Facebook or rapscallionsreport@gmail.com. Or our report at Twitter.
R_report.
Ah, damn it. All right. Do those things, and we'll get back to you. See you later. Listen next time. We love you. Goodbye.
We don't really love you.
So much hate.